When things go good, good. When things go bad, even better.
Something's really loose. I've got a really bad knocking and rattling. I feel like my steering wheel.
Did you hear it when you were doing that?
Jade's Jeep is making noises, so it might break down first. Jeremy's driving a Toyota, so he's got no hope. My truck is like wore out, old, cut metal, bolted tires on and called it good, so it's probably gonna get stuck or break down.
If Troy gets stuck, we might all be able to save him, but it would take all of us.
Yeah.
We're gonna lift up the front of this and see if we can manually, by hand, wiggle whatever it is that's loose. You got a screwdriver? Yeah. Is it tight? We gotta have smooth radiuses, and we haven't filed those out yet. We're gonna lift it up and see if we can find the knock. It pays to have good friends with good tools, big rigs.
I brought more soldiers than you did.
That's too much slop for that.
It's shot?
It's pretty worn. That's too much slop for a ball joint of that type. Yeah. If we were to able to actually, like, if you were on the ground and wiggle jiggling, you're gonna see deflection out of this joint with that much slop, and that's where you're getting feedback through the steering wheel.
That's exactly what it is. So we heard some knocking, and here we are. Jeep life, you guys get it.
Well, the rig already came in handy. Let's go.
So this was that intersection you were saying that you fought that Subaru for 4 hours?
No, the next one just down, if we were to continue straight right here about another quarter of a mile, there's another intersection kind of on a slope. That's where we sat fighting.
How deep was the snow?
Probably about 3 to 3.5 feet. The guy in the Subaru was wearing flip-flops. He just wanted to drive out and see the snow, and he just kept going until it wouldn't go anymore.
Dude. How on earth do people get that far in a Subaru in 3-foot powder?
Ignorance. A lot of people accomplish things simply because they don't know that they shouldn't or couldn't.
That sounds like our business model. So which volcano is this?
It's not a volcano, it's just where stuff bubbled out of the ground. This is like a volcanic fart, not like a volcanic explosion.
Come on, Ben, you can do it. 2-wheel drive. Keep going, keep going. Yeah! You're in 4-wheel drive?
Yeah.
Easy peasy. Easy peasy.
Whatever medication Alan took today, I think I need to have some.
Red Bull, baby. Yes!
Back out with kids on the back. If you find trash in the woods, use it for something fun.
We're putting this rock to get it out of here.
Take the rocks and go put them in the woods.
Oh, look at that, man.
We got plenty to grab a hold of.
Take over there to the side of the tree line.
You ready?
Yep.
That was not a good job of rigging.
Give me the big one. Oh, yeah. This actually isn't bad. It's nice. It's kind of smooth. That hit me right in the butt.
You were dressed as Santa Claus and you were dressed as an elf. And you'd be in the sleigh with a yank of rope being towed by the reindeer. We missed the whole Christmas card.
That probably looks so like slow on camera, but when you're on there, it feels like you're ripping. Yeah, you're good now. I knew I had those chairs back in there for 8 months for a reason. Jeremy's just got this grin on his face. He's like dad on a camping trip. Anybody in this group Jeremy hates? We need to put him on that hood. All right, we got all the fun we could possibly hope for. Might as well just call it quits now. We gotta go home. Doesn't get any funner than that, right?
You got a situation.
We have a situation. I did not bring my chainsaw, but I do have a winch and some winch rings. We could maybe go to one of the trees up there, choke this thing, and slide it backwards into the woods.
Is that what you're gonna do instead of cutting it?
I'm not handsawing this thing. I'm in a winch.
It's an Agawa. It's very nice.
I have a remote control. I'm not using a handsaw. So I'm going to try to get my truck kind of pointed at a path through these trees that we can get to that one. Run a tree saver around it, winch ring, and then we're gonna pull this tree that way because it's off the stump a little bit to that side. I'm gonna pull forward a little bit and then turn and back up that way. I need to see my tree that I'm looking for right there.
Okay.
Now stick that through there. Twist there.
Look at that, just enough.
And you have the full length of your winch line to pull through the through there. Awesome.
All right. So we got the tree out. Since that was so wound up in there so bad, we don't want to rip those ones out into the trail. So Jeremy got ambitious with his handsaw and chopped that off. Slid that up there, clean as can be. Let's get out of here.
Cleaned everything up.
So made it back down here onto the main road. Got that tree cleared out. That was our only like real obstacle on that loop around the butte there. So now we're heading back down, meet up with Troy, get everybody back together, and start heading down off the mountain. Like when you've got all the gear, like especially gear like that makes it easy, and like you can get creative with those rings, and you can really come up with some new ideas and some fancy ways of getting stuff done. That's the fun for me in it, is they're very effective tools, but they're also toys because they allow you so many options. You can like really start thinking outside of the box and do something different. Get creative, and you learn something. You learn what works, you learn what doesn't, and that's the fun of all this. So this is Troy here. Troy's got the big 6x6. Troy is the veteran of the group, like literally and figuratively. He's Marine Corps veteran, learned all of his recovery stuff. One, wheeling up in these very woods. Two, overseas, he was a recovery expert in the Marine Corps. That's what he did, is the recoveries, going out and getting the broke down, the stuck, the wrecked big military vehicles, and now he's got some of his own to play with. He's a wealth of knowledge and experience when it comes to the big stuff, and he is like when it all goes bad and everybody's stuck and everything's broke, we call Troy, and Troy solves our problems. Behind us, we got Ben. Me and Ben have been like brothers, friends for quite a while. Like we clicked right away, even though he's significantly older than me. He's same thing. He's been an off-roader his whole life between here and Central Oregon and Montana. He's a real handy guy to bring out in the snow and go wheeling with because he's just got all the experience with it, especially in this area. Then it looks like behind Ben back there, we have Jeremy, who is the wild card of the group. Jeremy's gonna be late to everything. This is rule number one. He can't stop, he can't sit still, but when things go bad, he is right there and he's gonna make something happen. Best thing with Jeremy is, if you ever wanna go wheeling, you ever wanna go have some fun, Jeremy is game. I've gotten stuck out in the woods on a recovery in the middle of the night. Like, who am I gonna call? Jeremy, because Jeremy is waiting to go wheeling and he'll be right there and problems will be solved. And behind Jeremy in line, we've got Alan and Jade, the Yankum Ropes crew, the complete opposites in this off-road world. Alan started Yankum Ropes because he's an off-roader and wanted to find new tools, better gear, more quality gear for his fellow off-roaders. And Jade's into clean cars, polished trucks, all of that. And so like the first time we tried to get Jade to go out wheeling was like every tree branch, you could just see him cringing, and he's finally coming around to it. But Jade's also the ones who can kind of hold the reins in on Alan when Alan gets his crazy ideas out of left field too. That's a really good match just for out and about having fun like this and in business as well. Today is kind of like a mixed bag of the wheeling stuff. We wanted to go snow wheeling since we had this whole crew here, and we've had such little snow, and we're 60 degrees today. Earlier today, we're down to 37 now. So a lot of the snow is gone. This should be 2-3 feet deeper right now, but we still came up here. That's the thing about this crew. We still came up here, we still had a lot of fun. A lot of people that come up like, there's no snow, there's no wheeling, there's nothing to do. We found how to have some fun in it. We're sliding around on car hoods behind Land Cruisers that I'm surprised to even run. We're out wheeling over the buttes and stuff. We went around there, we found a tree that was down. We got a little creative, got to have some fun with some Yankum gear to get it out of there. Like, that's the beauty of this crew. Everybody gets along so good. Everybody's out here to have fun. So even though it's not the perfect conditions to go do some serious snow wheeling, we all still had a blast. We made the best of it and we had fun. That's the whole thing about all this, is just have fun, and that's what happened today.
This is one of the best groups of off-road recovery specialists in the industry. So much fun being up here in Bend. I've had a blast.
It's been fun.
To be able to be up here, to hang out, have fun, learn some things about friends that I didn't even know about.
We found a hood.
Yeah, we did some hooky bobbing.
We found this hood that was just sitting out in the middle of nowhere, and for some reason I had camp chairs in the back of my Gladiator that have been there for, I think, over a year.
It couldn't have been better if we planned it.
And I've never used them. We pull them out and it just worked perfect. So we sat on those camp chairs and had a lot of fun, man. It was a blast.
And this is like some of the worst snow to go snow wheeling in because it's really dense, it's really wet, it got really compact.
Really heavy, yeah.
Really, really compacted, and we were trying to float up on top. Casey started getting stuck on his way downhill because of a really big drift. It was just a mess, but that was the plan. Today was awesome. It's all about going outside and hanging out with friends.
Yep.
You can't ask for a better weekend than that. Go have a
Weather was
blast.
great. It was like what, 50 some degrees, 55 degrees.
Oh yeah.
And next week it's going to be covered in like 60 inches of snow.
Yeah.
So a good overall trip. Man, just a great group of guys. We had the best time, and we look forward to coming back again and doing this again. Hopefully sooner than later, man. We got to get back here maybe when the weather's nicer and do some other stuff. So
I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you next time.
What are you doing with your life?
dude, that's the question I ask myself every day.
That didn't work out how I hoped. I was hoping to get the chair off the end, and then he goes tumbling.
The chair on the okay.